So I just recorded that whole video with my hair parted to the other way, and it was so unsettling that I had to delete it all and just do this all over again. And that's what I'm doing. So, welcome to this video. This one's going to be about manga that I really want to read, but I haven't yet. So, it's going to be split into two parts. There's going to be manga that I have started before but did not finish, and there's going to be manga that I have never read before. I know nothing about it, but I see it around and I look at it and I'm like, I want to read that. So this is that. First half, let's do it. Number 1, Yona of the Dawn. So I read this? No, that's a lie. I watched this like a million years ago and it never got a second season or anything like that. And honestly, it was really cool and good. And it sucks because the first season only covers like the group coming together, and then that's kind of it. I want to see the group dynamic. I want to see more about them. I know it keeps going. Yona's really cool. I really like this guy for reasons. And there's so much that I'm missing, and I know I'm missing out. When I can, I really want to read that one. Number 2, My Sweet Angel. So, okay, I have been reading this one every time it comes out, and I love it so much. I have reread this a couple times. That's how much I like it. And I have been hesitant to talk about it because I know people have feelings about the ending. I haven't read the ending, obviously. I'm only reading it as it comes out here. And I really don't want it spoiled for me. So I want to get to that ending and decide for myself how I feel about it. And I'm excited to get there. I really enjoy it right now. And I'm looking forward to reading more of it. And hopefully I'll get to have all the physical copies because I love it so much. If I like that ending. Moving on to the next. Oh, okay. So this is one that I have started. I think I read the first volume and I dropped it, and I feel bad about it. It's D. Gray Man. I think what happened is, okay, I don't know, it just didn't grab me. I really like the character designs. I think I need to know a little more about the world in order to actually get into it. They kind of throw you right into it, which I think is a good thing because there's so much going on that if they like took the time to explain everything to you, it's not going to be very interesting, right? So I think I just need to read a little bit more, get into it, and maybe this time when I give it a second try, I can. The next one is Yotsuba. It's Yotsuba. I loved her so much. I miss her. She's horrible. She's a little goblin of a child, but I love her. And I haven't looked into it at all. And if I look into this and I find out that there's like a million volumes, I'm going to cry a little bit. But hopefully there aren't a million volumes. Anyways, Yotsuba, I really want to read more. I have questions. And I miss her antics. And okay, so last one on the list of things that I have started and haven't finished. This one is so bad. Oops. I got this as a gift, I think Christmas 2 or 3 years ago. And it's huge. Look at this. And I got only like halfway through it before dropping it. And the worst part is, the absolute worst part, I have both of them. And I haven't read them. So honestly, I have these right here. I'm going to put myself up to it. I will read them through all the way through, even if it makes me uncomfortable and sad, because this isn't a happy series. I'm going to read the whole thing. Oh, there's so many boobies. I should read this. I need to read it. So yeah, those are the things that I have started, but I haven't finished yet. And now we're moving on to the part where I don't know anything about it. I just saw it somewhere and I was like, ooh, that seems fun. And number 1 is Dungeon Meshi, or I believe the translation is Delicious in Dungeon. I think. I know nothing about this. I guess it's about cooking and dungeons. The reason why this one appeals to me is because there's this guy, and he is the most normal looking knight dude I've ever seen in my life, and that does something to me. I love just the normal dude looking character. I love it. I do. Oh, there's also that one guy with like the big ears, and I find that very charming. Another reason why I really want to read this one is because every time I see people list like manga they really, really love, there's 2 that I keep seeing. This is one of them, Dungeon Meshi, and then the second one is Witch Hat Atelier. And that's the next one on my list. So, Witch Hat Atelier, the reason I want to read this one is because I saw this fantasy wheelchair, and it's got legs, and I am so obsessed with this. I feel like there's this untapped potential fantasy wheelchairs that we just haven't gone into, or maybe I just don't see it because maybe I need to read more fantasy stuff or something. Like, okay, imagine like there's a tree and it's a chair and like the roots are the legs of the wheelchair and it moves like that. It moves like an octopus or something. And it's really cool. And like the person's just sitting in it and it's moving around. That could do stairs easily too. Because you could climb in that. You could climb something in that. That's why I want to read Witch Hat Ateliers, because I saw the cool wheelchair and I thought it was nice. Also, the art style is very, very pretty. Moving on. Uzumaki. So, when my cousin visited me, he bought the whole big thing. It was like the same size as this, basically. He bought this whole big thing, and he read the whole thing cover to cover. And English is not his first language, which means he liked it enough to read it in another language, and I need to know what that's about. I need to read it. I need to find out. Also, I said I would read more horror. So there's that. I can read that. Maybe I'll like it. Maybe I won't. We'll see. So, like, what? People turn into snails? I know, it's like the swirl. I'll find out. And the last one. The last one on this list of things. It's Death Note. I should have put this earlier, but I never read the manga, so I'll leave it here. It can be my last one. I watched it like a million years ago, and I don't remember anything. I remember like very, very little. So, I think it's time for a refresher. And what better way to do it than from a different perspective by going through the manga? I'm sure there's some stuff that was skipped over or something like that. From what I understand, the adaptation is pretty true to form and stuff like that. But I also have some suspicions. Basically, after reading the one shot from last year, I kind of want to see the difference between like how the time affects the manga itself. This is kind of for my own fun. Sorry, I just got a text message. Oh, sorry, I got another text message. So yeah, I want to see how they affect each other, the time and the manga itself. This is kind of out of my own curiosity. Yeah, that's it. This is my list. Like, of the things I've listed, I can actually read through this one. I can actually read through this one. So I should. And I can actually read D Gray Man, because I have it on the Shonen Jump app. I'm putting myself up to it now. Read it. I'm going to go back and edit this video. I'm going to think the whole time about how I should read these manga. And I do want to know, if there's like a series that you think I really, really need to read, let me know. I'm always open to suggestions because I love to read things. Not One Piece though. I'm going to cut that out because I don't want people to yell at me. I'm not going to read One Piece. I'm so sorry. I take that back. I'm not going to get out. I can't read One Piece. It's just so much. I watched that as a kid and I think that's my time with One Piece. Anyways, yeah, that's it. This is the end of the video. Look at my shark. Have a beautiful day.